Have you ever wondered why, in certain moments, silence can feel like the most powerful weapon at your disposal? It's not about avoiding conflict or ignoring problems, but about choosing peace and control. In today's video, we'll dive into 4 key moments where silence can actually be your greatest strength, backed by Stoic wisdom. Let's explore. 1. When someone is trying to provoke you. We've all been there. Someone insults you, questions your beliefs, or even just tries to get under your skin for no reason at all. It's human nature to want to react, right? But what if I told you that reacting emotionally actually gives them the power? Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher, said something profound. When we are outraged, we let others control us. Now think about this. What happens when you choose silence instead of reacting? You take control back. The person trying to provoke you is left with nothing but silence, no response, no power, just their own frustration. And that's the beauty of silence. It's a statement of strength. It's not weakness. It's control. Have you ever noticed how when you say nothing, the other person's reaction says it all? They're left to question why you're not responding. And that confusion, that's your power. 2. When you're angry. Anger, it's something we all deal with. And when we're angry, it's easy to say things we don't mean, right? Our judgment gets clouded. But here's where Stoic wisdom can help. Instead of reacting, choose to pause, step back, breathe, and let the anger settle. Think about it. How many times have you gotten into a heated argument only to realize hours later that your response didn't make the situation better? By embracing silence in those moments, you create space to think. You regain clarity. You give yourself time to cool down and respond wisely. Silence, in this case, isn't about avoiding the issue. It's about dealing with it in a way that aligns with your values. You preserve your peace of mind. And in the end, you're left without regret. Imagine a situation where you felt your blood boiling. What if, instead of reacting, you chose to stay silent? Can you see how that would have changed the outcome? Sometimes it's better to say nothing than say something you'll regret later. 3. When people seek attention through conflict. Have you ever encountered someone who seems to thrive on conflict? They argue just for the sake of it. They stir the pot not to solve problems, but to get attention. And sometimes we're sucked into these debates without realizing it. But here's a secret from Stoicism. You don't need to engage in every battle. Silence is the most powerful tool in this situation. When you refuse to be the audience to someone's drama, you take away their power. They want you to argue, to fuel their ego. But when you stay silent, you've effectively deprived them of the attention they crave. Silence becomes your shield, preserving your peace and your dignity. Think about all the times you've been caught up in a pointless argument. Did it ever really change anything? Probably not. In fact, those conversations often leave us feeling drained. But when you embrace silence, you reclaim your energy and maintain your peace. The next time you're in a situation like this, try stepping back and staying quiet. It's not about being passive. It's about being in control. 4. When words won't improve the situation. Sometimes, no matter how hard we try, words just won't fix the situation. There are moments in life, whether it's a disagreement that's gone too far or a problem beyond explanation, when silence is the best answer. We've all been there, haven't we? We've tried explaining ourselves, but nothing seems to get through. The other person isn't listening, or the issue is so complex that talking about it only makes things worse. In these moments, Stoicism teaches us that silence isn't surrender, it's wisdom. Words should be used with intention, but when nothing you say will improve the situation, silence allows space for reflection. It gives both parties time to breathe and regain perspective. Picture this. You're in a tense conversation, nothing you say seems to land. If you choose silence, you're not abandoning the conversation. You're creating the room for both sides to cool off and think more clearly. Silence in this moment isn't just peaceful. It's a tool for clarity. And sometimes, that's all we need. So the next time you find yourself in a moment of provocation, anger, pointless conflict, or frustration, remember the power of silence. Silence isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength, wisdom, and self-control. When you choose silence, you choose to protect your peace. Have you ever experienced the power of silence? Was there a moment when saying nothing made everything better? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories and insights on this powerful practice. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss more wisdom on living a balanced, peaceful life. Thank you for watching. Remember, sometimes saying less says more. Stay calm, stay wise, and I'll see you in the next video.